What's going on, y'all? I decided to go ahead and do this video early. Well, it's really early in the morning Thursday, so you're gonna get it like probably around 10 o'clock. So hope you guys have had a good week so far. I will be, oh, thank God, today is my last work day, and then, well, for the week, and then early morning Friday, I will be headed off to Philly, okay, for the Scorpion Show, Black Party Barbecue. And I've been to the past last two of them, and I can't wait to get back there, see everybody, and to just have a good time. See my girl Tamika, ain't seen her in a minute. Okay, um, if y'all coming, we gonna have a bomb ass time. Make sure y'all bring y'all school supplies and shit like that. But yeah. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Most likely, it's not going to be a long video. It really is not much that's been going on that's worth talking about. And before I really get into the video, somebody left a very stupid comment on my page and was, you know, literally got pissed off because I didn't talk about something that they wanted me to talk about. And, wanted to say that, well, do you watch other people's videos? They talk about this and they talk about that. I don't discuss every single thing that goes on in entertainment, okay? Because I don't find every single thing interesting to me. All right? I don't care. And most of the stuff and the stuff that the person wanted me to talk about, it was common fucking sense. So why would I waste my time on it? Okay? And it was just dumb, okay? And don't leave stupid comments like that. I don't care what anybody else is doing on their channel because that's what they're doing. I'm not here to copy anybody. I'm here to do it the way that I want to do it. And if you follow me on Facebook, I ask for the topics and I discuss the topics that you ask. And if it's something that I find interesting else that you don't put down, I'll discuss that too. Okay? So and then you want to say, I'm trying to help you and your channel and, make your channel better and all that stuff. How you going to help make my channel better? And you don't even have a profile picture nor any videos yourself. Child, okay. But, and if it's something that you was looking forward to that happens, most of the time, and I don't discuss it, most of the time it's because I've already recorded the video and then something happens right after I record. I'm not going to go back and re-record and add that. No. Just wait till next week. And like I say, I'm on my Facebook, I ask for topics all the time. It is what it is. I just had to put that out there for some people who don't know how this work, okay? Um, So let's get into the video. First of all, prayers out to everybody that's out in Louisiana. And this is one of those things that happened right after I finished recording. Last week, I think it was like Friday, Saturday, it was raining so hard. Raining so hard out there, so much, and the southern part of Louisiana basically flooded, okay? Baton Rouge and other cities over there basically got hit with so much rain that a lot of people had to be evacuated from their homes in boats, and the National Guard had to come out there, and people were stranded in their attics and their, on top of their roofs and stuff. It was damn near like Hurricane Katrina all over again, minus the hurricane. It was just so much rain, and it was a sad sight to see people just, you know, having to showing their stuff on Snapchat of their homes and their valuables and stuff just being messed up, and seeing cars floating, and a friend of mine who lived down there, Kimmy, she was talking about what was going on, showing pictures of caskets literally just floating in the water and stuff like that. It was just crazy. It was just crazy, and I'm glad that she's all right because she said they lost one house, or they got one house that got affected by it, and they lost a couple of cars. Them cars was flooded and shit. Oh, can you imagine? Um, so after that, it was when it comes to things like this, it's very unfortunate that these events have to happen, especially when it's natural disasters, okay? Something that can't be controlled. But and I know we done fucked up the ozone and all this stuff, and this is probably why global warming and shit like that. But still, this is a natural disaster that can't be controlled. And so, what's the plus about this is seeing people of all colors and races or whatever coming together to help these people, because it's not just a certain area that's affected, or a certain race, or a certain nationality, or whatever that's affected. It was a lot of people different, you know And it was just sad to see that all these people had to go to different shelters. And, some of these people don't have no other home to go to, okay? Most didn't have flood insurance, all right? And they the assistance that they was getting, that was heartwarming to see people coming out and trying to help rebuild and help get the water out, stuff like that. You had Alton Sterling, his aunt was out there helping, volunteering. She was like, I'm out here. They gave me support when my nephew passed away, and so therefore I'm gonna get back to my community. And I said, that's what's up. That's what's up. I couldn't even be mad at it. So, people are rebuilding right now. People getting that water out, and they going to town, not letting that stop them. And I'm praying for y'all that don't nothing else come anytime soon. Y'all need a goddamn break, okay? And then out there in California, what's going on right now is these wildfires going on down in the southern part of California. People got to be evacuated from their homes, and it's just a mess. And that's just, oh, I would be so devastated to know that my home that I work for, and it's the only thing that I probably have at that moment. I don't have anything else, and where am I gonna go? And am I gonna come back once I get evacuated? Is it gonna still be standing? The thought. And you got Snapchat and people snapping the stuff that's going on is crazy. So my thoughts go out to those people. I hope everything comes together. Milwaukee, child. I haven't even talked about it, and I really don't see. I didn't even notice what's going on. Um, it's another riot. They basically fucked up the city because they were mad. This teenage boy, I guess, he got shot up in the car. I don't know if they said he was a suspect for something, or the car looked like something that was going on. Something to that fact, okay? And basically, the cops said that there was a gun in the car, or he flashed a gun, pointed a gun at the cop. It was a black cop who shot him. And because of that, they're upset. People are upset. And of course, they want to go burn down their own city. I really can't say much on it because it just seems like, I don't know. It's fucked up that this boy had to lose his life. But if he really did have a gun, if he really did point the gun at the cop, what was the cop going to do? Okay, what in this day and age, what did you think it was going to do? All right, and they said that the cop actually had on a body camera, and it shows everything that was going on. And when they was giving the press conference, the guy who was over the whole thing, he was like, I'm trying to get these things out. And he with the police. He's like, I want to get the body camera footage out. It'll clear a whole bunch of stuff up. And I'm just sitting here, somebody please put it out there, okay, so that they can stop doing what they're doing. I understand that you're upset, but this ain't the way to do it, okay? It's not the way to do it. And you probably upset for the wrong reason. I'm sorry, I'm just like, no lie, just like with the Korean Games thing. The girl had some issues, okay? I'm not even trying to make light of it because it's fucked up. It's fucked up that people are losing their lives, and it always seems as if it's a minority, and not just any minority, but a black person. It's fucked up. But, we can't be out here. I can't even say we can't be out here, doing something that'll give them reason to, shoot, when even if you comply, stuff happens. Out here in Chicago, it's a case going on right now with Paul O'Neill, who, I think he was 19 years old. And I don't know if I talked about this last week, but they got the whole thing on camera. What happened? They were chasing him because he was in a stolen vehicle. He stole the car. And they wound up, they were shooting at him. The cops, you had different cop cars coming. And so a cop car, they show in the video, at first they just made it seem as if, oh, he stole the car, he was shooting at the cops, so they returned fire and shit like this, and therefore that's the reason why when they got out the car and they was chasing him, and they chased him into a backyard, somebody's backyard, and they shot him in the back and he wound up dying. All right, it's his fault because he was shooting at us, so we shot back. That's what happened. No, come to find out, we looking at the cameras, the cop actually pulled out a gun and started shooting at the car that he was in. And it was another cop car coming. So therefore, you are literally, or people, your police officers on the street seeing this, and the bullet could have hit the police officer. So now the reason why the other police officers start shooting at the car is because they thinking that he actually did was shooting at them, and it wasn't them. It was the police officer that was in the other car chasing them, shooting. So it was police officers basically shooting police officers, and they didn't realize that. And so they tried to play it off as if he was the one that was shooting, and he wasn't. And so they shot him in the back. I understand you still in the car. That's not right. But to do that, to shoot him in the back like that, and to make it seem as if he had a gun, he had no weapon on him at all. And then the guy on on his body cam, you can hear him say, "Damn, if that guy really dies, I can't go through this stuff. They're gonna crucify me." You damn fucking right. You damn fucking right, because the way they manhandle, it's like they don't give a shit. Where he gonna go? He was shot in the back, y'all. He's laying on his stomach. Do you think they went on ahead and called the ambulance to hurry up and get him, or tried to check and see if he was okay? No. What they did was they went on ahead and grabbed his hands, put him behind his back, and handcuffed him. And not only was they doing that, they basically was doing it rough. So if the bullet was still inside him, which it probably was, y'all don't know if that bullet was probably, you just fucking up shit in the inside. The boy went on ahead and died. Like, I was just so upset when I seen the video. But anyway, it's just a lot going on. That's something to be fucked up about. They was out here protesting all about it too. I'm just tired. I'm tired that we still have to talk about shit like this. I'm just tired, you guys. No, I'm literally tired. It's 12:41. I've been up all fucking day. Okay, well, technically, it's only been 41 minutes. Shut up, Ashley. Do this damn video. I was gonna get into some technical shit. Like, you ain't got to be technical all the damn time, ho. Anyway, moving on to this Nate Parker situation. I actually got invited to go to screening of the advanced screening of Beast of Nations, and it was supposed to be yesterday, which was Wednesday. Girl, I was sad as hell, and I had some other stuff to do with work, so therefore I couldn't go, unfortunately. And then as soon as I got the email, it was like all these reports started coming out about Nate Parker's, him and the co-writer or co-screen producer, whatever, of the film. They unearthed their past about them being in college in Penn State, and I guess allegedly raping this 18-year-old girl, and going to trial for it. And basically Nate was acquitted for all his charges, and his co-worker, whatever, the dude that did the movie with him, he was found guilty on the charges, but Nate was acquitted. Okay. And then later he put in for an appeal, and the guy won his appeal. So basically, what people want to automatically come out and defend Nate and be like, well, that happened in the past and you can change, and this happened and he was acquitted. That just because you was acquitted don't mean that you didn't do nothing, okay? It's just, it could mean that they don't have enough evidence to support that, I'm saying. But what got a lot of people that was not in defense of Nate is because when they first go back in his past and they talk about it, and when he was first talking about it, he was very dismissive of it. His attitude toward it was very nonchalant, like, okay, it happened, I got acquitted, and what, moving the fuck along. And so the girl brother came out and did this article, this report, interview with Variety.com, and was basically saying that Nate is to blame for, they're to blame for his sister's death. She committed suicide, and basically, I think she either was cutting herself, and she basically was a drug addict. She overdosed on some sleeping pills and stuff like that, and she was suffering from depression and stuff from the trauma of what happened, and how that sexual assault or alleged sexual assault, ruined her life and things like that. And that's understandable. She went downhill. That happens sometimes. Some people can't handle it, and it's very fucked up. But don't be nonchalant to the fact. You got people out here really committing these crimes, and there's evidence showing that they did it, and they're getting off. And I don't understand that. And I'm not coming at Nate like that, because I don't know whether it's true or not. He claims it was consensual, and because of all the hoopla and backlash that's going on about it, he did put out an essay, okay, on his Facebook account, basically saying that he's not running from his past. He know that it happened. He took responsibility for it. He was acquitted, but he do apologize because he said when he was younger, he had this attitude. He had less empathy. He wished he would have had more empathy. Now that he's grown and he has kids of his own and stuff like that, he understands that his attitude then, that brushing shit off, it was fucked up, you know. And I think he truly, truly believed and was sincere in that. And you know, of course, people gonna say this is a black man and he got this film coming out, and you know they want to bring up his past and all this stuff, and they just want to try to take him down. I can't sit here and say that's not it, but I don't believe that's really what it was. But I can understand why people would probably look at it that way, you know. But rape is nothing, or any type of sexual assault, it's nothing that you brush off. And he just, in his, well, claiming in his early days, that's how a lot of people look at things. You know, okay, it happened. I got to quit it. So what? It's not my fault. Whatever. I'm moving the fuck on. But, you know, you just have to be empathetic and show that human side. Like, that's why people, especially people who rape victims and sexual assault victims, they don't want to come out and say nothing because they feel like they're not going to be heard. And then once again, they're going to be made into a victim. They're going to be victimized all over again. They're going to be, you know, put on trial themselves. All their whole past going to come up, and they're going to make it seem as if they deserved it or whatever. It's just crazy. I do believe Nate, and that he feels something now. I can't say for sure if I believe that he did it. I just know that he said he did admit that it was consensual, that they did have some type of sexual activity go on. So I don't know. You guys tell me how y'all feel about it. Did you read his statement? It's on his Facebook, and what did you get from it? Um, Do you think they just doing this trying to sabotage his stuff? You know, and the network that was with him, the studio that, you know, did the film, they said, yes, we already know about this. We know about his past. We know what went on, and we're still standing by him. So it's just so convenient to me and funny that this just came out of nowhere all of a sudden when the film is about to be released. That's something to think about. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. But rape is nothing, or any type of sexual assault, assault in any manner, is nothing to play with. Um, so Donnie McClurkin, hey girl, Donnie McClurkin is dating a woman, and I can't remember her name. I'm not into the church shit like that. No, no, no offense, and definitely don't like him. And I think that I'm not going to put that out there. I'm just going to shut up on that part. But he's dating a woman. That says a lot. And it was reports coming out saying that they're now engaged. So Yolanda Adams had to go out there, you know, because she was one of the ones who put it out there on her little blog or whatever thing that she had in the little news report. And she put it out there and said that, you know, they jumped the gun a little bit, and she would want them to announce the thing. And, you know, oh girl retweeted her and said, yeah, we're not there yet, but we're working towards that, you know, and shit like that. It's all love. And I was like, okay, if she's happy and he's happy, I can say a lot, but I'm not going to do that. Girl, watch your back. Let me stop. Let me stop. Woo, because some of y'all was thinking the same thing. Y'all know where I'm going with that, and y'all like, Ashley, shut that shit up. Don't do it. Not tonight. Let it go. Okay? That is a man of God. And speaking of another man of God, with a scandalous past, probably future, presence too. I don't know. Eddie Long. Y'all remember Bishop Eddie Long. Y'all remember when he went out there and the thing broke about him paying off these boys that he was messing with, which I do believe was going on. Okay? Can't tell me nothing. Anyway, so these pictures came out. I don't know where they came from, but basically, I was looking at this radio interview that they was talking about, doing some news and stuff, and I seen the video, and basically he was saying that he looked totally different from what the last time I seen him. The last time I seen Eddie Long had a freaking S curl slash Jerry curl, still in 2000 something, okay, and you know he was buff, like it looked like he buffed up. Question: speaking of bishops and stuff, Bishop TDJ. I seen this picture when he was in that gray shirt and his titties was on hard and everything, and he was extra buff looking. Is that Photoshop or is that real? Put that down in the comments if you know the difference, because I didn't want to comment on it because it didn't look real to me. Y'all let me know if that's real. If he did get buff like that, good job, TD. Okay, come on, good job with it. But Eddie went the opposite direction. I don't know what happened. All right, he was kind of big like that a little bit, and next thing I know, I seen him. He just looks sickly. He's lost a lot of weight. And I understand that he wants to put it out there that he changed his life around, like the eating patterns. He's not eating certain things. He's on his raw diet, I think. He's a vegan. And I'm just confused because I know some vegans. And I've seen the way that vegans eat. Let me tell you something. Yeah, they may not eat any type of meat. Okay, that's why I couldn't do that, baby. I have to eat my fish and I have to have my chicken. I have to have my seafood and I have to have my chicken. Okay, fish, chicken, and shrimps. All right, that's life right there. All right, I couldn't. I can get rid of everything else, any other meat. I barely eat. If I, it's very rare right about now. If I would eat ground beef, red meat. I don't eat pork chops. I don't like ribs. I don't eat none of that shit. It's literally chicken and fish and shrimps that I eat. Throw some crab in there, I'll be good. So okay, that's fine. I couldn't do the vegan shit. Cause it's basically you're getting like plant based stuff and you're imitating real food, like real meat and stuff like that. You're giving that false impression. But the stuff be a lot and it's filling. Okay? So I don't get how he's looking, like this. Princess Love came out and said that they were saying, that she looks too skinny or whatever. She lost a lot of weight, and she did say she lost some weight because she adapted the vegan lifestyle too. And I understand that. I didn't see I didn't see the live show, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I have to look and see the difference. Sometimes some people go overboard, and sometimes they do it just right. I think if Eddie Long is really on this vegan thing or whatever he doing, if that's really the case as to why he look the way he do, he doing a little bit too much. Okay, and like I said, I know vegans who look very healthy. I was like, you wouldn't even tell that they vegans, okay, because they just look like regular folks, but they're healthy. Okay, and they don't look sickly. They don't, and that's the false impression people get when you get into these lifestyles. Like when you become a vegetarian, when you become a vegan or whatever. Oh, you're gonna look like a skeleton. You're gonna look this, and you're gonna no. You look healthy. You look like anybody. Anybody. I know some big looks. Let me shut up, because I know some big people, and I always was confused about that. They're vegetarians and stuff. They don't eat no type of meat and shit like that, but they still got meat on their bones. Like, go work out. I'm sorry. I was just saying, maybe that's what I don't know. They look like they eat a whole bunch of meat, but they don't. So, yeah. And I'm not going to be rude on this video, okay, and say what some of the comments were, because some of them comments were saying what a lot of people probably thinking, like, is something else going on? Like, what the hell? But I'm not going to put that out there. Y'all tell me what y'all feel. If y'all seen the picture, it was just really shocking. It was dramatic. It was drastic. That's what it was. This Justin and Selena thing, child, the believers then went crazy. Y'all know I don't really talk about Justin like that, but I just found it real funny. Y'all, the way that you guys get so obsessed. Like, I like Beyonce, I like Rihanna, I like Tony, I like Janet. I'm fans of them, I'm supporters of them, but I'm not obsessed with them. Okay, if they will never bring out another album, I don't ever see them on anybody else's TV screen but their old shit, if they don't ever go back on tour, if they don't ever come back out in public, it's not gonna affect my life at one bit, okay? Not one bit. I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna be alright, okay? It's these believers, these stands, man, and I'm talking about anybody stands, y'all take it above and beyond. Like, it affects the way that you breathe if they move wrong. Like, oh my God, what did you say about them? Like, I just don't understand. I ain't got the energy nor the time to do all that shit. And child, Lil Justin came out, and I guess he messing around with Sophia Richie. I think she's 17 years old. That's Lionel Richie's little daughter. And, he's 22. And they're upset because she's 17, and I don't know, y'all. I guess the age thing. Okay, if that's what you want to be upset, it's not really legal, and I can understand that. But most of y'all probably upset because he with somebody else and it ain't you. It ain't never was gonna be you. It never was, okay? But they went the fuck in. They was dragging him and all this stuff, putting a whole bunch of nasty. Why do y'all do that? Putting the nasty comments under his pictures with her. And then Selena Gomez want to come in because he said, you guys need to stop, putting these hurtful and hateful comments on his Instagram pictures, or he's gonna make his Instagram private. I'm sitting here like, that ain't gonna do shit. You got like over 70,000 followers, 70 million followers on Instagram. But, I mean, unless you're gonna block them all, and I'm pretty sure you're not gonna go through each and every one of them like that. But Selena Gomez talking about something, oh, don't treat your fans like that and all this stuff. And she has to butt in all the time. Like, if y'all not together, stay not together and leave him alone, you leave her alone. I don't ever really be hearing nothing about him butting in on her stuff. But she busts in on his shit all the time, talking shit and whatever. I mean, it's real. For real, what she said was kind of true. These your fans. You don't treat them like that, even though they may act a little crazy. These the people that met you. But, Justin, he tired of this life, okay? I mean, this is what you signed up for. So, deal with it. This is what it means to be a celebrity. You didn't think this all the way through. You don't want to take autographs no more. You don't want to take pictures. You think like you're an animal in a cage and all this stuff. That's the life of a celebrity, especially a very popular one. I'm sorry. I mean, we had prime example. Look at Michael Jackson, what he went through. I'm sorry, like, this is what you signed up for. So he did all that. Next thing you know, he did put the count on private. After he then came back he had throw his 2 cents into Selena, like, girl, you always talking about something, using me for some fame and stuff like that. I said, look at y'all. Get off the internet. Stop playing. Next thing you know, he put his account on private, and then after that, he done deactivated the account, and now it's just like, cause Selena said some shit, and it's just stupid. It is really childish, and I had to remember, I'm older than these kids, okay? I am older than these kids by a few years. Girl, don't make me say I'm old as hell. I'm not old as hell. I'm still in my 20s too, okay? But, Jesus Christ, I'm still older than them, and they're just still immature, okay? I don't understand why we need to put our business, anybody needs to put our personal business on there. I don't talk about my relationship on, social media or whatever. I mean, if y'all see me on Twitter, you see some shit. If it sounds like I'm subtweeting somebody, I'm probably am. And it probably is. Like, we do that shit. Like, we're petty like that. Me and my girlfriend, we do that shit. Like, oh, so, bitch, you can tweet, but you can't text me back. That's some shit I put. So we need to stop that. She be calling me out on that bullshit. But, it is what it is. Like, call each other. If that's what he needs to do, that's what he needs to do. Sometimes you do need your privacy. And we have to remember that these celebrities, even though this is the life that they chose, this is the life, they're still human and they deserve just a little bit of privacy too, I guess. So moving on, to end this video, let's talk about some positive stuff. First, mixed in with a slight bit of negativity. We got the Olympics that's coming up, well, that's still going on, and they're about to come to a close soon. And, what's been going on, basically, the black women came up, they showed up and showed the fuck out. Our African American women and African Americans in general, they are showing the fuck out in Rio. Okay, they are snatching up these medals like this. All right, Simone Biles went out there and got like 3 gold medals. I think she got a bronze and a silver, some shit. Girl, she's coming back with a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, and you know, with the medals and all this recognition comes endorsements and sponsorships. So baby's finna be rolling in the dough. All right, you better fucking do that, and you better collect your checks. Okay, you getting paid for doing your fucking passion. All right. The little bit of sadness is, we talked about this stuff that was going on with Gabby and people criticizing her about her hair, about her not putting her hand over her heart during the anthem or whatever, which in reality you don't put your hands over your heart for that. They tell you to do that for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. And just because you really don't know what people, you know, opinions are or beliefs are, like, why do I need to pledge allegiance to this flag? It's a material. What has it done for me? It's like in the Bible it says, you know, you shouldn't be worshiping these idols. The only idol is if they were God. And you're pledging a girl. I'm not finna go into that. I could, but I'm not. But anyway, so she's dealing with all that criticism and then making it seem as if she's salty or whatever because Simone is out here killing it and she did her thing. Like, regardless of how many medals Gabby did, she came back and she tried to defend her title. And not too many people can say that, okay? And she's still out here winning regardless, okay? And she was given an interview and the reporters had asked her about all this stuff and she broke down crying about this. Like, y'all don't understand that words do hurt. I don't care what nobody say, words hurt people. Everybody is not built with tough skin. Even if they look like they're strong, they still are human and they still have emotions and they still have feelings. And you guys internet sucking, doing all this stuff, criticizing people for stupid shit. But you can't walk in their shoes and do the shit that they're doing. And that's what gets me. You're never going to see me just literally go in on somebody that don't deserve it. Okay? If you're I don't care. Like, why do you care so much? Oh my God, we have to find a negative all the goddamn time and it irks me. But other than that, shout out to everybody that's been winning and making these history and breaking records and stuff like that. Black girls doing it. Black girls fucking rock and all this shit. It was a little bit disappointing to see the soccer team didn't get nowhere. I was like, well, so Venus won a silver medal. Go ahead, girl. After all that bullshit, you won a silver medal. Um, Ryan Lochte and whoever else he was with, they done made a freaking scandal. At first you're saying that you were robbed at gunpoint by some fake cops, and then you're saying you're not. Now you're saying you are, and then you're talking to the police about what happened, and now you have to be detained. The swim team got to be detained. The passport revoked for the next 3 days because they're investigating, and they're saying they both giving conflicting stories and stuff not adding up. And of course the lawyers from or whatever thinking that basically the officials trying to cover up, to make them not look bad and stuff like that. And I'll tell you something, it's a lot of shit that goes down in Brazil. Some lot of fucked up shit and some lot of undercover shit and illegal stuff. Like, they do some mess like that for real. But I don't know what the story is. I know Ryan was either already here back in the United States or he was on his way, and I think they detained him and told him to turn back around. I'm like, why y'all making a big deal about this? Okay, they fine. All right, it is what it is. Let it the fuck go. If it happened, okay? Whatever. Don't tarnish your image with this stupid shit, okay? Let us remember you winning all these medals and setting records and shit. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful work week, okay? And a wonderful weekend, okay? If it's gonna be hot as hell Saturday, Sunday. I don't know what I'm doing. Look, Friday when I get there, I know I'm taking my ass to sleep. So I don't know what else I'm gonna be doing for the day. Saturday is the cookout, the blackout. I mean the barbecue, and I don't know what I'm doing Sunday. Don't worry, you will get your power reviews when you're supposed to get your power reviews. Cause even if the hotel ain't got stars, I got the app, so that y'all will be fine about that. So don't worry. Um, but yeah, you guys be good. I can't wait to see y'all who coming, and enjoy yourself and be safe. I'll see y'all later.